We need to make this video go viral. We need to share it, interact with it, do all of those things that will make it hit the FYP. Because if not, what is the point of us having this platform? What is the point of me coming on here and talking about amplifying voices and speaking out for the oppressed? We need to hear what our comrade has to say. So stay tuned in. Do not scroll past this video. Mainstream media will only give you half of the story. They will only fulfill their own narrative and they will not amplify our comrades' words. But we are going to do that right now. Community, let's spread his words far and wide. This is a protest against state repression and police violence against peaceful protesters. Our rights are being stripped away from us. Our protests are being banned. We're getting arrested for peacefully protesting. We're getting locked away. So why not bring the protest to the so-called hub of democracy? I'm protesting against police repression and violence against protesters. The police are the problem. Your own conduct is the issue. No more police violence against peaceful protesters. We're seeing this country spiral into fascism, arresting peaceful protesters on the pavements. I came here very early to ensure that there were very few people around and I would do no harm to others. I'm doing this for the love of humanity, for Palestine, and for all of our political prisoners. Over the last few months, we have seen a sharp increase of police repression and violence against peaceful protesters. On January the 18th, 77 peaceful protesters, including myself, were arrested at the National March. Witnessed an activist being beaten up by up to 5 or 6 police officers for just raising money for Palestine on the side of the road. We've witnessed a professor, a Jewish professor in his 70s being arrested. We've witnessed a Jewish activist for Palestine being aggressively arrested by over 30 police officers. I've witnessed comrades knocked unconscious by the police when they're being arrested. We've seen protests to the BBC being banned. We've seen the regular Friday iJam picket in Swiss Cottage being banned. We've seen heads of organizations such as the PSC and Stop the War being arrested violently or being detained. We've even seen Jeremy Corbyn being asked to come in for a voluntary interview. We've seen the Zionists point us out to the police and the police come running like the little lapdogs that they are. But when it comes to protecting us, when it comes to the safety of women, for example, when it comes to solving crimes, where are the police then? I watched a documentary the other day when it said there is a 0 success rate in most London boroughs for crimes such as robbery, violence, theft, street theft, house theft, car theft. Let's not even talk about violence against women and how the police do not respond to this. But when it comes to peaceful Palestinian protesters, people that speak out against a genocide, what our comrade is talking about is very, very true. The violence is unacceptable. And let me just highlight a little point to you. Bear with me. I came here very early to ensure that there were very few people around and I would do no harm to others. Do you see that? Even before he attempted to climb Big Ben, our comrade thought, how can I do this in a way that I do not harm any innocent people? I do not cause distress or alarm to anyone. Let me go up at 7 a.m. in the morning and get up there before anybody else is around. He thought of others before himself. The demands of our comrade are as follows. Release of the Palestine Action activists or actionists known as the Flinton 18, who were initially detained under the Terrorism Act for dismantling Israeli weapons at an Elbit research hub, allegedly costing over 1 million in damages. In total, 18 activists were charged, and their trial begins at the Old Bailey on March the 27th at 9:30 a.m. If you don't already know about the Flinton 18, I suggest you do some research, but let me start you off. These are 18 activists aged between 18 and 72 years old, including males and females, students, retired pensioners, all sorts, that stood up against Elbit Manufacturing Systems. This is a weapon manufacturing company. This company makes the weapons that murder children. And these brave individuals dismantled those factories, causing over £1 million in damages and costing the company millions upon millions upon millions of lost contracts, including a 2 million contract with the government that is now gone. But yet, they've cut off their contract with Elbit because Elbit are manufacturing weapons that kill innocent civilians. So they're covering their back. They don't want to be done for war crimes. But at the same time, they are prosecuting these 18 heroes. And let me tell you another part. Some of them were arrested way back in August, September of last year. Guess when their court trials are? November of this year. So they will sit there in British prisons for over a year waiting for their trial. We have young Muslim women in there that are not allowed to go to Friday prayer, that are not allowed to receive their mail. They are particularly targeting the female activists, and our comrade is calling this out. He has done this for his love of Palestine and for his love of the resistance and for his love of Pal Action. I know this has been a really long video, and thank you if you stayed till the end, but I have a few more tasks for you to do. When you finish with this video, I need you to go onto Google and I need you to look up the Flinton 18. As well as that, I need you to look up Elbit Systems and understand what they've been doing. The last thing I also need you to do is look into the way the police have been repressing peaceful Palestine protesters, the previous arrests that have been going on, and the bans that they have currently been making. Once you have done all of that, you will be more informed as to why our comrade went up onto Big Ben. Let his actions not be in vain. Let us use this as an opportunity to learn more and to amplify his message. So not only do I need you to share this video, but I need you to share the information that you learn about the Flinton 18, about Elbit, about Palestine. And if you can attend court support on March the 27th, please do so. And forever and ever, I will say with every breath in my body, free Palestine and free all the oppressed people in this world.